Hey guys, I know it's been a while, and I have been promising you guys more videos because I've been working on them. So they are coming. My back's just kind of been out, so I haven't been able to sit at my computer for very long to edit them and make them wonderful for you. Um, they are coming, I promise. Um, but this morning I woke up because it's Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day, everybody. And for those of you who hate Valentine's Day, maybe you'll enjoy this video more than others. I don't know. But I just had this idea for a video and I figured I'd go with it. I figured it'd be a good comeback video. I don't know. For me, it works. But warning, disclaimer, I guess, whatever. This is not a typical Valentine's Day story. It can be triggering, could be triggering for someone. It might not. I'm hoping it's more of an empowering, uplifting, silver lining video. But we'll see. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna dive right in. Because today is a very important day in my life. Valentine's Day ever since I was a kid, I never really liked Valentine's Day. I thought it was kind of a stupid holiday. I didn't get the point of it. And I didn't get the point of why there's only one day you can tell people you love them. Like, isn't that every day? Like, shouldn't we be telling each other we love them every single day? Because we should. We should be spreading that love every day. If you love someone, you should tell them every day. If you think of someone, you should get them that piece of candy that you're like, hey, you know what? I bet they'd want that. Or whatever. Like, or randomly buy your significant other flowers, or whatever. You don't need a holiday. I don't get it. Whatever, not the point. 6 years ago today, if I did the math right, because 2014, so that'd be 6 years, my life changed forever. Not 2014, holy crap, I did the math wrong. 2012, so 8 years? 8 years ago today. Wow, okay, so it's longer than I thought. Cool. So 8 years ago today, my life changed forever. In a way I never expected. 8 years ago today, hi kitty, I became a new person, in a way. And I feel like this short version of a story is going to explain why I kind of just disappeared. Because it was around the time that I was starting my YouTube channel that my life kind of turned. And this event happened. Or the events started turning. I don't know how to word that right, but you'll get it. You'll get it when we get to the story. But yeah. So yeah. And I guess I'm just sorry. It's not the easiest thing to talk about. So I apologize for my I don't know. My whatever is happening at the moment. So 8 years ago today, I had met someone and my freshman year of college. First semester. And I didn't know it at the time, but I met the devil in my life. I met one of the devils, a demon, however you want to word that or take that. And that might sound really negative, but I've been able to turn it into a silver lining, in a way. Because if I never met the devil of my life, I wouldn't be who I am today. And who I am today is what matters. Because every day I'm striving to be a better person. And I'm not perfect. I swear like a sailor. I am crazy in the head because of all my lovely mental issues. I'm mentally crazy. And I get angry at stupid things and whatever. I have a short fuse. I make mistakes. I'm human. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be a better person. Like we all are. And I mean, that's kind of life, is you're trying and you're working and to be a better person. And we all have different things in our life that shape that and shape who we are. And for me, the major one, because we all have that one major event in our life that just turns you upside down all the way around and you can't see straight for days. Mine was meeting my devil. And I didn't know he was a devil. The devil knows how to disguise himself. And I should probably find a new word than the devil, because the devil means a lot of different things to different people. So I'm just going to call him a demon right now. It's one of my demons. And that works. Need some chai. Also, though, this lovely Scorpio cup. I also have a Sagittarius one for my boyfriend. Little roll of film. Designs on Etsy. Link will be below. Should check her shop out. She makes a lot of other cute stuff. Just saying. Anyways, back to my story. Just random shout out there. Like I said, this is hard to talk about, so it's getting my head to talk about it. 8 years ago today, I thought I had met a wonderful gentleman who had an Irish accent and was every girl's dream, with the blue-green eyes and Irish accent, Irish family, good, wonderful family. And he just seemed to have his shit together, I guess, you know? And I was blindsided. I was naive. I was very naive at the time. So, I mean, that's another silver lining. That's a silver lining for me, is I learned to not be as naive about some things. Like, tread carefully. You never know. It is almost as if I was blindsided. I didn't even realize it till a while after we broke up. Like, I was under that strong of a spell. My life changed forever. And I didn't know it until well after. I became a whole new person. I was always the emo kid in high school, and I kind of just continued, so it wasn't that much of a difference. I just went deeper into it, I guess. And can all have your opinions on emo kids, but I had a lot of shit going on. I was battling anxiety and depression. I still am. And when you're in high school, you don't know what the fuck's going on with that. You're already dealing with hormones and all the other things, and he said, she said, high school drama shit that it doesn't matter, but at the time, it's your life, and it's the biggest thing happening. And emotions are stronger then. And I was deep in my emotions and very self-centered about it, and I didn't realize that. But a part of me always was like, there's good in everybody. Everybody has good in them, which I still believe. I still believe. Amazingly. I don't trust, but I still believe that. And some of you are like, well, what are you trying to tell us? Because I haven't said anything yet. I dated someone who I thought was... No, that's not where I'm going to start. I'm going to start, I guess, from 8 years ago today. 8 years ago from midnight. This morning. I had gotten a call, because I didn't have texting yet. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. I had gotten a call from this guy I had been hanging out with. I thought he was pretty cool, pretty chill, whatever. And he said, hey, are you still up? And I was like, yeah. He's like, cool. Can I come over? Sure, whatever. Why not? I'm in college. I can stay up past midnight. Fight me. And so I went to the door to get him in because he didn't have a key card for my dorm. And so I let him in. He had his backpack on. And he had a duct tape rose in his mouth. I'm obsessed with duct tape, so it was kind of adorable. So I went back to my room, and he gave me the rose, which is adorable. I thought he made it himself, and like super, like really good detail too. And then he made my Valentine into my favorite deodorant at the time, Axe. I don't use it anymore, but put it on a spray can of Axe and put a lemon grab from Adventure Time on it, saying something about it would be unacceptable if you weren't my Valentine, or something like that. Trying to be cutesy, whatever, because he introduced me to Adventure Time, whatever. And I think there's candy in there. Yeah, he got me specific chocolate for my milk allergy that I could eat. And I feel like he got me something else, but I really don't remember. And he was really cute because he couldn't wait. He didn't want to wait. And which comes into play a lot for him. So he then said, I have a question for you. I was like, okay. And he was like, I really want to ask you to be my girlfriend. And I was like, oh, okay. Me forgetting it's Valentine's Day, because I swore I never wanted to be a cliche relationship or anything like that. Don't ask someone to marry them or to go out with you or whatever on Valentine's Day or Christmas or any cliche holiday. It's not really romantic, okay? It's not. Do it on a random day where they're not going to expect it. My opinion. I'm sorry. And I didn't realize, I just forgot. I was so like, what? You want to date me? I'm a fucking weirdo, but okay, sure. And I was like, oh, yes, my little heart was going pitter patter. I was so excited. A boy liked me, wanted to date me. I was like, what? I was in college. My parents couldn't do anything about it. So it was really exciting for me. And I was happy at the time. I thought I was. I didn't know what I just signed myself up for. Because he acted like a gentleman. He was wearing a mask that he never took off. Until I saw through it. When he took he did take the mask off, but it was in a way that I couldn't tell. It's as if he just gave me a pair of rose-colored glasses and I didn't see anything until I finally saw straight again. It was like I thought I knew what life was. I thought I knew what love would be. I thought I knew what a relationship would be like. I thought I knew it all. Naive. I still don't know it all. I'm still surprised every day. And I'm with an amazing person now, which I'm so grateful for. But I didn't know it then, but the rug had been ripped out from under me, and I was still falling. At the time, I thought I was falling in love, but in fact, the person I was crumbling. And my eyes look really weird because of how my eyeliner did, so I'm really sorry. I'm just like freaking myself out with my eyes right now. Like I said, this is kind of hard. But like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make this positive, but like I can't do that without telling you what. So, it took me a while to realize, But for about 2 years, just under 2 years of my life, from 2012 to 2014, I was emotionally and sexually abused. I didn't know it. The ironic part is I was a psych major and knew all the signs. You can know every sign. You can know them all. It can literally be right in front of your face and you can't see it. And it can change your life forever. I became a new person from it. It was like I died, and I'm still climbing back up to who I am. And in a way, I'm grateful. Because if he didn't fuck up my life, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have an amazing boyfriend who loves me way more than I think he should. Way more than I deserve. And I wouldn't have my wonderful kitty here. Say hi, Huxley. Sorry, I'm interrupting his window time. I wouldn't have things. I wouldn't know what love isn't. And if you don't know what love isn't, you'll never know what love is. I'm a strong believer of that. I never was until after. But it's true. If you can't know how to love someone really until you see what it's not. Until you really understand what it isn't. And I'm grateful I know what it is now. You know, I was able to move on from my high school sweetheart. And I was able to let him go because I knew we weren't in love. It was a different kind of love. And I was able to let go of the fact I didn't love my ex who changed my life, my demon. I wasn't able to love him because he didn't love me. I gave him all the love and he just threw it on the ground. Like, I thought I knew what it was, and it wasn't. It was not reciprocal at all. Okay, bye, cat. It was... He twisted things in a way to make it sound like it was love, that he did love me. He was acting in a loving way, when in reality, he was just tearing every little thing up. It's like I gave him a big piece of paper that had all of my love on it, and all of me on it, and he just started ripping and shredding and stomping and burning and whatever have you to destroy a piece of paper in all of the ways possible. Most of the ways possible, at least. And like I said, I didn't really realize it. It was kind of like one day later, I was with my current boyfriend now. I woke up one day and I was like, holy shit. Like, I was sitting in one of my psych classes, and, like, she just went over, like, symptoms, again, of, like, PTSD or sexual assault or whatever. Something, domestic violence or something like that. One of the abuses, and I was like, whoa. Like, it just hit me. All of it. And I was like, holy fucking shit. What? I ran back to my boyfriend's apartment after my class, and I was like, I need you. He stopped everything, ran to his apartment too, and I kind of talked to him about it, and I was like, I don't really know how to word it, but this is like, and I went over it with him, and he was like, no, you're right. And like, there are things that you would think I would have seen, and I didn't. Such as because I used to self-harm, and it's still something I struggle with, but I've been a couple years clean now. I've been at least 2 years clean of not. And I did it once while I was with the demon, and he yelled at me. And I thought he was just acting out of love, but he wasn't. He was taking it as personal. He made it about him. not about me. When I needed someone to console me and be like, what can I do? What's wrong? Let's talk about this. Let's talk it out and solve it so it doesn't happen again. That's what you're supposed to do. My current boyfriend, before we were officially dating, I had told him what had happened. And there was a time, and I didn't tell him exactly what had happened beforehand, but when I told him, because there was a day I was having a bad day, and I did it again. And I went over to his apartment. I was like, I need to talk to you about something. He was like, okay. I was like, I need you to be serious. This is serious. I was like, okay. And I just showed him my wrist. I didn't know what else to do. There's not really another way to explain it for it to hit. So I did, and he was just like, he grabbed my hand, he kissed it, and then held my hand and said, okay. Next time, call me first. No yelling, no freaking out, just, okay. Let's make sure it never happens again. And that was kind of when I knew that what I had before wasn't love. I dated an asshole. I dated a really evil person with a really fucked up head. And I'm pretty sure that they still didn't even realize what the fuck they were doing. Because I still believe that there's good in him. That's the fucked up part. Is my heart is still filled with so much hope and love. And one day I want to forgive him. I'm not there yet. I'm not perfect. Forgiveness is a really hard thing. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of healing, a lot of growing, and a lot of understanding. And probably a lot more other things. Like I said, I'm not there yet. But at the same time, I learned what forgiveness actually is. I was able to forget old things that didn't matter, like high school sweetheart bullcrap. Like, the things didn't matter. I was like, you know what? That was still a good experience of my life, and I have happy memories from it. And I still learned something from that. So that's a positive. You know? And, like I was saying before, there's signs. I wrote that boyfriend a song. And I don't think I have the greatest singing voice. My current boyfriend loves it. It's probably just because of this story, part of the story, but he told me that, like, when I had told my. Sorry, let me restart that. For the summer before we broke up, I was working really, really hard on writing the demon a song. And because that's how I showed my love. I wrote lyrics, I'd write letters, I wrote poems or whatever. I just write it out. And I was like, I want to write him a song. He loves music, so I want to write him a song. I don't know how else to write, but country and singing country. That was just all I knew at the time. And so I wrote him a song. And I mean, it was kind of like a parody of another song, but it was just gonna be between us, you know? I made so much detail about it. I did a video, I think. I wrapped it in a really fancy duct tape box. I was so proud of this box, I almost stole it back when we broke up. I was this close to it, but I think I just threw it out instead. And I was like, yeah, you can get that. And I was so excited, but I was so nervous when I gave it to him because I had little faith. I'm also an artist where I like to draw and do creative things, so I'm very self-critical. And like I already had the criticism problem. I didn't need help with that. And so when I had told him, I was like, or gave it to him, he listened to it, my ears were bleeding, and I was like, I'm sorry, I know the singing voice is terrible, but like, I just felt like I needed to do this for you. Oh, cute and adorable, like, right? Kissed me on the forehead and said, It's okay. It's the thought that counts. And put it in the bottom drawer. After it took him like a month to listen to it. It might have been 2 weeks. I might be exaggerating a little. Yeah. He was always a smart one, where he would think he was super smart and make me feel bad. He would make me feel small and other things and made me do things I wasn't ready for. Like sex. Wasn't ready yet. But according to him, just had to get on the horse, right? But I learned a lot. I grew a lot. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't know what it was to be happy. I wouldn't know what it was to be me. I wouldn't know the things I love the most. Like, I wasn't allowed to wear camo or listen to country music or do other things I really loved. And when we broke up, I went so hardcore on it. Like, I bought everything camo. I went fucking crazy. Country music blaring constantly. And all sorts of things like that. Kind of just like my way of revenge, being like, fuck you, motherfucker. This is my life. This is a part of me. Like, the song Part of Me by Katy Perry was a really big, like, this is a fucking part of me. You couldn't take that from me, so fuck you. And then I think the turning point for me was really hearing the song Praying by Kesha. Because it's a forgiving song. That's how I take it, at least. It's a very forgiving song, and where it's saying, I'm hoping one day you're begging on your knees praying to God saying, I fucked up. In a way. That's how I took this on. And you have more power if you can say, you did that to me, but I'm not mad. That's very empowering. To be able to stand up, yeah, that fucking happened, but it's not gonna define me. It's not. It was a defining moment, yes. It doesn't say who I am. That's the day I started to become who I was. It's not who I am, it's just a chapter. It's a part of the book of me. Like, it's just a chapter or two. That's all it is. And when you break it down, yes, I have PTSD from him. I do. It affects me every day. Some shows really trigger me. Some names, some songs, they really throw me one. Sometimes just how a person walks can throw me. Like, and like, I can't even hear an Irish accent without going back to that. And like, and that's okay. Like, I'm going to have these memories. I'm going to have nightmares. I'm going to have flashbacks. I'm going to have memories. That's what happens. It was a traumatic experience. I'm gonna remember it more. Like, it's gonna be thrown in my face a lot. I'm gonna think of it and be reminded of it because it was a big part of me. It was a big thing that happened. Makes sense. And I did the work. I'm doing the work. I went to therapy and I brought my PTSD from plus 42, 45, mid to high 40 number, all the way down to under the scale at a 3. How fucking awesome is that? Yes, I still get triggered. Yes, I still have flashbacks and nightmares. But I'm doing the work. I'm meditating, doing yoga, doing the things I need to do, getting it out of my system by writing, finding things and doing things I love to do, being around people that really love me. That's amazing. That's just beautiful. Like, because of him, I learned who my real friends are and how to tell them apart. I lost a lot of friends. Fake friends. Ones that took his side instead of mine. Even the ones who lived right next to me and heard everything. Heard all our arguments. Heard him crying because I said no. Like, literally throwing a 2-year-old tantrum because I said no, I don't want to tonight. And yet I'm the liar. Hey, whatever. I still have 2 friends from that. And I'm so grateful for them. I may not talk to them as much as I should because I'm very socially awkward and I don't know how to socialize with people I care about. I just don't know how to socialize. But even just having those 2 people stand by me and say, no, that's messed up. I'm not going to deny your story. That was very empowering for me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not crazy. And it meant a lot. And if you guys are watching, I love both of you. But like I said, there's so many good things that came from it, like learning who my friends are. I learned what love is. I am able to love my boyfriend now more than I ever could. And I feel like he deserves so much better than me. Because every day is it the anxiety battle? Is it the depression battle? Or is it the PTSD battle? Or is it all 3 today? Or a mix. You never know. I can't escape it. But instead of me just working by myself, we work as a team. And he gets it. He has anxiety as well. So he gets it, he gets some of it. And he's very understanding and patient, and I wouldn't be able to understand that that's what love is. I would still be a runaway girl. And that's who I was. I'm a little runaway. I am. I'm good at it. Learned that from my first boyfriend. So, and I know this is probably a really weird Valentine's Day post, and it can be a triggering one, but I'm hoping this is empowering to some level. I don't know, positive somehow. I think it is, because 8 years ago today, my life changed forever. But if it didn't change the way it did, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be as strong as I am. I wouldn't be able to say, no, that's not okay. I wouldn't be able to stand up for my friends. I wouldn't be able to stand up for myself. Because of him, I'm able to channel my anger in a way that's beneficial, like getting it out in a creative manner, like drawing or writing or whatever. I wouldn't be able to know why I love to dance so much. I wouldn't be able to know the things that are really important to me, like my Sims or country music and camouflage, like the little things like that. I wouldn't know what's really important, what really matters to me, and what doesn't. I can tell the difference now. And I think that's really beautiful. And every day I'm able to challenge myself by just trying even harder, I guess. And yeah, it's just a lot of good came from a lot of evil. And I think that's a beautiful thing of the yin and yang of the world. There's good in everything, and there's bad in everything. You can have too much of a good thing and too little of a bad thing, if that makes sense. I may have had a lot of bad, but that was only 2 years of my life where, yes, I'm still putting the pieces back together, but if I wasn't broken, I wouldn't be able to build myself into a really awesome person, as people tell me. I still don't see it. Every day my boyfriend tells me how awesome I am and how much he loves me. He thinks I'm beautiful. Go down the mushy list, how you please. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. You're wrong. Some days I can say thank you. Most days I can't. It's more of a don't even think about it. Just say thank you or nothing at all. But yeah, if I wasn't knocked down, I wouldn't know how to get up. I wouldn't know how to get myself back up every day when I fall. When a little thing knocks me over. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. I wouldn't be the fighter I am. I would just be all talk. Now I'm kind of scrappy. So fight me. Yeah. And I just wanted to share this, I guess, on Valentine's Day because it does explain why I kind of just stopped vlogging before, and I'm finally getting into a healthier place and a place where I can share. And a part of me wants to have a part of my channel on YouTube here too, and Facebook or wherever I'm posting this, to be a place, a safe place for mental health. And I want to talk about mental health issues while also doing some of my comedy sketches as well. And I want to do video gaming as well. But I do want to have some mental health things, whether it's giving tips, sharing parts of my story, like with anxiety, depression, more of my PTSD story, all of that, and like coping mechanisms, things that I do, things that I've heard of but I haven't tried, different things like that. And I really want that to be a part of this, because I couldn't find a lot of that. Honestly, the only one I was able to find was Juggling the Jenkins recently. And I recently started watching the Brandon Ferris videos, and I was just so inspired. And I was like, you know what? I need to do this. This is something I've been wanting to do. I started doing it and I stopped, so you know what? I'm just gonna go and do it. So here I am. And I know I've been saying videos are coming. This is the start video, and I know it's kind of heavy, but there are more coming. I promise you, when my back is not screaming, because right now I need to stop recording because my back is really angry at me. So, yeah. So I hope this wasn't too triggering for some people, and I hope that this was a positive, uplifting video in a way. And yeah. Just yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I hope you still appreciate everyone on a non-Valentine's Day. But I hope you have a magical, magical day, everyone. Thank you for those who have been listening. I appreciate you. To those who couldn't, I get it. And to those who didn't want to, whatever. No judgment. I feel you. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and more videos will be coming soon once I get them edited and perfect for viewing.